And through the wilderness and the ivy-grown mossy logs and the holly, we find under a fallen tree an unknown species of human being.
Mom,
But there's only two. Where's the third
Mum,
one?
can you go off and hide again?
Yeah.
I'm going to go off and hide
Yeah.
again.
Where's Ted?
He was hiding over there, but then he left.
Toby? I can barely see you. You're exactly the same colour as all the trees.
Mum, that is actually a pretty good hiding.
That is a good hiding place. What is that bit of rubbish in there? Looks like a petrol.
That's a oil.
I moved out away from the I'm really gonna hide from.
Oops.
I think the only spot I had is really.
That's how steep it is. Steep is? What? That's how steep it is. Steep it is. It's so steep. I'm like a mountain goat. Oh. So there's lots more people walking this route. We've not really seen anyone, but there's evidence of them in that there is so much dog poo that's just not being picked up. That makes me feel very cross. I feel like making posters saying pick up your poo. Ugh. I even picked up the wrong dog's poo today because Bunny had gone nearby, and I picked up a poo and then was told that she'd actually done a poo over there. So I'm walking around now with a bag of somebody else's dog's poo. It's nice, isn't it? I think I'm going to have to stop filming myself this way round. My hair. I have finished my Swoon cardigan wrap thing, as you all know, because I showed you yesterday. I've got it on a hanger here. I'll just flip you around so you can see it. Ladies and gentlementals, I give you my Swoon. Oh, Buddy's barking. Kids mowing the lawn. Never a dull moment here, is there, ladies and gents? So when I knitted it, I knitted it exactly to the pattern, but I hadn't realised that despite doing a gauge swatch, my gauge was off completely. So that's where it came to originally, and it was just too short. So I've had to knit a separate lace band. These are all separate lace, and you I can't remember if you knit them on or stitch them on. I think you knit, I don't know, I can't remember. So I just guessed how big this would need to be, and I guessed really well. Yesterday, when I was stretching it all out, or the day before, to see whether I'd guessed correctly, I was actually holding this applied piece of lace along this edge, which was stupid because I wasn't going to attach it to that edge. But yeah, I got the measurement bang on, which is amazing. In an ideal world, I would have realised this before knitting and stitching this on. But by the time I'd knitted it and stitched it on and declared the cardigan as finished, it was too late, and I wasn't going to redo that. So it would look better if this went all the way down, but it doesn't. So it's just tough. And quite frankly, I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it now. I'm glad it's finished, and I do like it. I love the yarn. Can't remember what it is, so I'll go and get the ball band in a second. I'll pop it on, but it's going to look horrendous on me because I'm not wearing the right clothes. Here we go. See what I mean? I've just taken my tunic top off, so I'm basically stood here in my underwear. I think I like this. It's fine. It's fine. It's done. I like it. I do. That is bugging me. really bugging me, but not enough to unravel it all. It wouldn't unravel anyway. It's not the kind of yarn that takes kindly to unravelling. Let's have a look at the back. I can't quite get it to show you. Oh look, you can see how sweet the little sleeve is. Look at that. Let me come up a bit closer. Oh, the sink's in the way. Oh, it's alright, isn't it? Okie dokie, let's carry on chatting about this. It's called the Swoon, and it's in this book, Juju's Loops, which I purchased when I was in London with my friend Leonie about 3 years ago now, maybe 4. And it just sat there for a while. The book did, and the yarn. I bought them both at the same time. The yarn is Madeline Tosh Prairie in colourway Dust Weaver. It's 100% superwash merino wool, but it's a single ply. Oh, the sunshine is beautiful, but not helping. It's a single ply, and it's just, I loved it. I loved the yarn. I love the way the colour does this kind of effect. It's much more extreme on camera here than it is in real life. It's more subtle in real life. The pattern has so many erratas. If you Google it, it's insane. You can almost work out what the pattern is just from the corrections. And I found even after applying all the corrections, there were still corrections. One of them was to do with how on the shoulder here, how these little wraps line up. If you followed the pattern, you would end up with wraps. There'd be 2 rows of wraps that wouldn't be offset. And it would notice, because this is not a structured piece, there's no seam there, so you would end up, it sort of slips on your shoulders, I'm sure, when you wear it. I'm sure it would. So I had to fiddle and fart about with that, and I had to really muddle it under the armpit. Was it this one? One of the armpits, I'm not going to be able to find it now, which shows that it doesn't really matter. Oh, here we go. Let me just twiddle out of the sunshine. There, can you see those two much closer together? Just had to fudge it a bit. That size wasn't so bad. Anyway, that was one of the issues. The other issue, I've mentioned this before, is the way they tell you to do these wraps. You end up with them looking like that, which is not right. They need to look like that. So that is another errata that has not been corrected, that I just kept looking at it thinking they don't look right. They don't look like they look in the picture. Do you see? So because I'm quite a visual person, I picked up on that and I noticed it, and it was glaringly obvious to me. I'm sure many people even now wouldn't even know what I was talking about, and particularly if I was wearing it, you wouldn't even notice. But the thing is, I'd noticed it, so it really irritated. But you know what? I'm just going to forget about all of the things that I was not happy with this, because I am, that's the construction of it. Look, you can see I've added the lace on there, because I do really like it, and I think I will wear it a fair bit in the summer on those chillier days. I just think it will look really pretty. But you can see it's so much bigger here. My gauge swatch was so off, and that is my own fault. Well, the swatch was right, but when I was actually knitting, it was off. So all in all, will I make a second one? No. Would I knit this one again? Given my time over, would I bother with it? Yes. Would I recommend the pattern to anybody? No. I would find something that is similar and just go for that. But I love the yarn and I love how it looks overall. And do you know what I might do? I might do the way Margot. Go on, go on, away, away. It looks so complicated, this does, but it isn't. It's basically, you knit this bit, you knit this bit, then you join and you knit this bit, then you join in the round, not the round, you join up and you knit backwards and forwards like this. Is that even making any sense? It's basically a kimono shape, super simple. And then you just add on some lace cuffs, a lace collar and button band, and I've added the lace on the bottom. So it's not a difficult, there's no shaping, or at least if there was shaping, I can't remember doing it, and I don't think it's that necessary if I'm honest. Maybe one day I'll make my own pattern. I do really like that stitch detail. There. That was all a bit garbled because I'm rushing because it's almost 3 o'clock and I have my rendezvous with Franca over the wall. So I need to go and get my hot water bottle and Margot, don't. Come here, sweetheart, come here. Here she is. I need to go and get my hot water bottle, my knitting, my tea. You got something in your mouth. You've got a smelly mouth. I need to find out how to groom you, don't I, Pugly? And while I'm up here, I just thought I'd show you my chili podsters. They're gargantuan. So I'm going to unravel back to the cuff. The cuff is absolutely fine. I think I've got 44 stitches. I'm going to decrease it down to 40 stitches and do the smaller size. And I'm going to decrease my needle size because by decreasing this by just 4 stitches, I'm barely going to be decreasing it at all. And without this other hand, you can't really tell how big it is. And this hand here is busy with my phone. So I'm going to go down a needle size as well. I think 1 needle size should do it. What am I on here? 325. So I'm going to go down to a 3. I think that should do it. I'll see. I have no problems with unravelling. And I will take the opportunity to rewrite how to do the thumb gusset. I think I would prefer make ones left and make ones right. So that's my plan. I shall unravel this when I chat to Franca over the wall in a bit. Or I might knit my sock. We will see. Okay, it's for the NHS. Are you ready?